Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jerez de la Frontera for the 8th and final round of the... Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last round. The light is red. Mika Perez in pole. Race is on. The Grutola had a very good start. Bodies in third and Chabuk in 30 at the moment. So the Grutola leading first corner, Perez second and Chabuk third. We have bodies in fourth position, Bezedenot in sixth. Still leading Perez is playing for the European title, so a lot on the plate today. Perez still leading the Grutola second, bodies Chabuk third, bodies fourth, Coppola is fifth, Gracia is sixth. So Gracia is the second rider in the championship right now, in the championship standings, and is in the sixth position right now. This is Jerez de la Frontera. My name is Emanuele D'Artibale, and today commentating the race with me we have Braden Hort from Canada, World Super Sport rider. Welcome, Braden.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And we have Doran Loureiro from South Africa, another World Super Sport rider. Welcome, Doran.
Hello. It's awesome to be here and have this awesome experience.
Amazing. Both these riders were former EGC riders, and we see the battle here is very high today. We have the Grutola at the moment leading the group. Perez is second. A lot of riders know that this is the last chance they have to get points and to be shown their skills, their talent to the world stage. Perez attacking again the Grutola, and Gracia is in. Gracia is second position. Great recover from Gracia from 6 in lap 1, and now is second behind the Grutola. Perez in third. We have bodies in fourth. No, Chabuk in fourth now, and then bodies and Coppola. Coppola just attacking bodies in this moment. Very exciting race. Guys, you are former EGC rider. What's your vision?
What I think is going to happen is Mika Perez is just going to bide his time and finish in the top 10, so he's got the points under his belt. And if he doesn't want to make a mistake, so that will cost him the championship. He just wants to make sure he can get the World Championship under his belt, or the European Championship under his belt, and basically win it. But in this class it's really difficult because none of the other riders care about your championship. They all want to win the last race of the year.
True, nothing to lose for the majority of them. Either for Gracia, we spoke yesterday and they say in the moment we see Chabuk leading Perez second. It's amazing how a group of multiple riders can try to get to the lead. We now have Chabuk leading, and we see the Grutola attacking Perez, which is in second place. place now, and like you said, yeah, not much to lose for the majority of them, and Gracia is also the first rider that has nothing to lose, so he will try to do everything to get what he can. We have the replay now of the attack of the Grutola. This is the first turn after the start.
Yeah, it's good to see. Oh, there's a crash down
That's
there.
Hernandez
I
from
think, yeah,
Spain. That's the wild card. I recognize his leather suit. Wild card for Hernandez from Spain yesterday. He had a very good race. He arrived in 7th position yesterday. Unlucky today.
Yeah, it's really not a good situation for him to be in, I'm sure. Oh, and that's the same corner I actually crashed in on the practice. Yeah, so I think it's not a good situation that he's in, and you would have been wanting to prove to all the teams in the paddock that he can ride well and was looking for good position, but it's racing and crashes do happen. As for Mika Perez, he's got so much to lose, and so does Gracia. They don't want to make any silly mistakes, so I just think Mika Perez is just trying to ride calm and not take too many big risks.
Through 20 points divide Mika Perez from Spain from the top position in the standings, and Paulo Gracia in second position with 20 points less.
What that means is Mika Perez.
We see Perez going very long on the brake. Sorry, Braden. He was very late on the brake and he lost few positions. He is now in 6th place, he's in 7 actually, behind Troy Bezedenut from South Africa, Chabuk leading the Grutola, Chabuk and Gracia.
And you can see how easy it is to make a mistake like that, and if Perez was to finish outside the top 10 and Gracia wins this race, that would mean the championship for Gracia, and it's those mistakes that can cost it.
Very true. A lot of pressure. We see the replay, very long on the brakes. He was actually able to avoid the rider in front of him that was the Grutola, so actually a good move to save the bike and avoid the crash. So now we have the Grutola leading Gracia, trying to attack Chabuk, which is in 2nd position. We see Laville and we see Daniel Drayton. So once again, shuffle the cards. Gracia is in 3rd position. Perez is making. Did you see Perez was making a sign to the pit lane?
Yes, I know. Yesterday he had some overheating issues with his bike, and it was spraying some water. So maybe he's signaling that he has the same issue. It's also very good to see Byron Bester in 12th position. He isn't too far off the group compared to usual, and he's definitely improving big steps, as I can see. He's not too far back, and he's definitely doing well. He's only 4 seconds off, so it's not too bad. And
very true. Yesterday, Byron Bester finished the race in 12th position, so excellent for him. Looking again at Paulo Gracia, he's in 3rd position, Chabuk leading, and Gracia trying to attack the Grutola from outside. We see Mika Perez on the screen. He's in 7th place right now. The Grutola 3rd, Gracia 4th. Coppola is in 2nd at the moment. Coppola following Harun Chabuk from Turkey, one of the many riders from Kenan Sofoglu Academy. In 4th we have Gracia now behind the Grutola. It's a very, very close pack. It's a very close group. In terms of lap time, it's not that fast like yesterday. They are running in 1:53.4. We now have the fastest lap from Coppola, 1:53.056. So rhythm is not that high, but still a lot of fighting. We saw just bodies passing to get position. He really wants to stay on the podium again. Coppola leading at the moment. We see Chabuk, we see Gracia, we see bodies, and we see the Grutola on the back. What a fight. Braden, what about your experience in the EGC?
I raced EJC last year a little bit and 2 years ago, and all I can remember is that it's constant battles and constantly attacking to get every single position you can get. And that's exactly what we see here. Garcia's on the attack, and so is Perez, and they have to make up every single position they can in every single part of the track because the bikes aren't overly powerful, so they have to do everything that they can. And you can see the body position from Perez. He's hanging way off the bike to get that good corner speed. So impressive riding.
Yes, what makes this final round very special is the fact that there are two races in one weekend. We have had a race yesterday. In the meantime, Coppola is leading in front of Chabuk. So very special event because this race will decide the European champion, the 2016 Wheel Sport European Junior Cup champion, and a lot to win and a lot to lose in some way.
As you see, Gracia's trying his hardest to make up some positions because he needs to win if Mika Perez makes any more mistakes and he finishes out the top 10 and Gracia doesn't win, he won't win the championship. So he's really trying to get in the front and maybe pull a gap to be safe. And I think that's what I would try and do as a rider, is try and make a gap. Like as you can see, Coppola now, he's has a small gap. It's not big, but it's something. And
very true, but it's also very difficult to do a lot of calculation while you are racing at 200 kilometers per hour, right?
Yes, definitely, and especially when the racing is so close. I mean, if you look at this race, there is 8 guys fighting in the front group, so when you have 8 riders around you all going on that same piece of tar, it's difficult.
It seems that the guys in the pit lane just heard us because they just showed to Mika Perez a pit board with the brain, with the image of a brain. That means be smart, be thinking, don't be emotional. We saw, who is that?
Bodas has a problem. He's putting his hand up and he's off the racing line.
Oh, so technical problem for bodies apparently. We will have very soon on the screen. So we were talking about how important it is for, especially for Mika Perez, to keep control and to make the right moves without losing control, without losing a cold mind. At the moment, Coppola seems to be opening a little bit of a gap. Chabuk is in second position, De Grutola is in third, and we have Paolo Gracia is in fourth place. 13 points. Being in the fourth place, you get 13 points are not enough for closing the gap of 20.
Yeah, it's tough positions to make up, and you can see that Coppola, it looks like he's pulling a bit of a lead. So, you can see Garcia is trying to make a pass everywhere he can into all the hairpins on braking, and it's very tough to get it on the gas. So that's what he has to do, is make up positions on the braking, and if he doesn't do that soon, he may not catch Coppola for the win.
Yes, it's very important to have a rider perspective in these situations, and we actually take the opportunity to congratulate Kyle Smith, that was third today in the World Super Sport race. Congratulations, Kyle, and that's the reason why Kyle is not here, because he is in the paddock show to celebrate the podium.
Yes, definitely. Kyle Smith is such a good rider, and I think he deserves it. He's been trying so hard. And
I agree.
He hasn't had the best of luck this season, but...
Daniel Drayton and
Le Carpentier.
Le Carpentier from France. For sure a race incident.
Daniel Drayton was in an incident in Ring as well with Alex Murley, so hasn't had the best of the last 3 rounds.
That's the replay.
And that's turn 1 now. That's not a good place to crash.
So we have 6 laps to go. Coppola still leading with Chabuk at the moment second, De Grutola third, and Gracia is in fourth position. Mika Perez is 7th, Laville is 5th, and Bezedenot is in 6th position. Scrolling down the standings, we have Noderer from Germany in 8th position, Byron Bester in 9th, so he climbed again from 12. Roddy Pack from Turkey in 10th, and Richardson in 11th. Richardson is a wild card from New Zealand. Daniel Murley 12. In the moment we see Le Carpentier out, but we also acknowledge that Daniel Drayton rejoined the race.
It's very good to see Byron in the top 10 this round. He's been trying really hard. And yeah, he's doing really good. I'm very happy for him. Especially to get a better result in race 1. In race 2 is obviously a very good feeling. And you can see Arun is trying very hard. He's sliding the bike, going in and out, and you can just see he really wants to win the last race of the Junior Cup.
That's the brain I was mentioning before. Mika Perez in 7th position. Taking a look at the FIM Europe Women European Cup competitor, we know that Avalon Biddle is already champion, but let's see where she is at the moment. She is in 16th place in total, and she is still the first girl in the standing in the championship, in the race. And then we have Charlie Oakland from UK in 21st position. Then we have Kovalenko in 26th. Then we have Lynch in 28th. Nesbitt from Canada seems to have a problem because she has 2 laps. So it seems we have a replay. There is also Gracia making a move to the pit lane. I've noticed Gracia lifting the left hand and making a move to the pit.
Yeah, it's hard to say what that could be, but problem like that could oh, I don't even see him there.
Yeah, he's opening a gap. It's incredible how things change, constantly changing. So we have Gracia now losing time behind the leading group. We have 3 riders battling. We see the Grutola battling with Chabuk for the second spot. The Grutola is in second now. Coppola needs to be careful to manage those 2 very fast riders. They both want to get the most as possible. This is the last chance for them to show their talent. And it is indeed very sad the European Junior Cup is not going to be in this paddock again for next season. I've seen a lot of very good moments in the paddock, in the EGC village, riders getting along very well. Now Chabuk is attacking now. Riders getting along very well and enjoying these times. They grew enormously. They have learned so much from this experience. Indeed, we have 2 good examples here, 2 World Supersport riders which benefited by this championship.
Yes, definitely. If it wasn't for the Junior Cup, I would have never have been in Supersport now. It gave me the foundation for me to grow, and it really helped me a lot with track knowledge and close racing and all my bike skills and everything. It's just definitely made me the rider I am today.
Amazing. In the meantime, we see Gracia, which is in 7th position. Perez is in 6th. So Gracia having some sort of issue and not being able to fight for the lead. Scrolling again the standings, Coppola first, Chabuk in the meantime is second, the Grutola third, Laville is in 4th then, and then we have Bezedenot in 5th place, Mika Perez in 6th, Paolo Gracia is 7th, Noderer 8th. Going down to the roster, we have the wildcard Richardson in 11th place, Morley in 12th, Carbonera 13th, another good spot for him. Yates from USA, he is a wildcard from the States, he is in 14th position now, and then Avalon beat Connor London in 15th place from New Zealand, adding Avalon Biddle, which is in 6th place. We see on the screen Mika Perez at the moment. He just got the 4th place. Bezedenut is following, and Laville. So looking good for Mika.
Yes, looking very good for Mika, and especially since Gracia is now dropped to 8th, so definitely a problem for him. And that's 8 seconds from 1st to 8th in 2 laps to go. That's unless something very, very big happens, it's impossible to make up. And that means the championship for Perez.
They're coming up to lap Nicole Lynch right now. She's also improved really well throughout the season and getting closer to the front guys with her time through each session. So
Lynch from Ireland. Yes. We see Coppola registering the fastest lap, 1:52.4, which is still a higher time than yesterday compared to yesterday. The hot temperature may play a big role in that. Today is about 26 degree air temperature and the asphalt is about 34, 35 degrees. So that could play a role in these different of performance.
Yes, we can see in every single class that I know of anyways, times have been slower today, and especially since of the hot weather and the sun. Jerez doesn't tend to be super grippy even with ideal conditions, let alone these hot conditions that make things really slick for these riders.
So a lot of factors to take into consideration into this 8th and final round of the Wheel Sport European Junior Cup. Today we will have a champion in just 2 laps. We will have a champion actually 1 lap, because we see Coppola crossing the finish line for the last lap. So only few corners to go. We see Mika Perez in 4th and Bezedenut in 5th position. So virtually champion. He just needs to manage the last lap, because being 4th he will get 13 points, which are enough to consecrate him 2016 European champion. What opportunity to celebrate in Spain.
Yes, no kidding. Perez being Spanish and in front of his home crowd, I'm sure it's going to be, what's the word? Going to be a lovely championship for him, a lovely way to end off the season, and going to be very happy with that.
Yeah, I definitely think Mika Perez deserves it. Mika and Gracia are both very nice characters in the pits, and they just get along with everyone really. And yeah, I'm just really happy for Mika. He's been working for it hard, and last season he had a really rough season in the EJC, and
in
so
the
many.
meantime, we see Jabuk attacking Coppola. Jabuk just did the fastest lap, 152.3, and seems to be very aggressive with Coppola. This is the 3rd corner to the last.
I definitely think Book is going to try now in the last turn, but it's a little bit far back to try, but maybe he's going to try get drive.
Is this one? This is the last corner.
You see
Jabuk inside.
Oh,
Jabuk inside.
That's close. That's close.
Coppola is
That's
following.
close.
Jabuk wins last round.
That was a good race.
Brutola is 3rd, and Mika
Perez is the 2016 champion.
2016 European champion. Very happy. He deserved this podium. He deserved this position. We see Gracia. Congratulations to him. He looks very frustrated. He was hitting the motorcycle. Probably some technical problem affected his performance.
It's very good for Arun to win here after Donington, after breaking his collarbone, and he's been working really hard for it. And I spoke to him before the race today, and he told me he's got nothing to lose and he's going to go for it. So it's very good.
Congratulations to Jabuk, his 3rd victory this season. Jabuk won in Aragon, Jabuk won in Lausitzring, and today again 25 more points for him. Congratulations, he looks very happy, and like you said, he was affected by some injury during the season, so very strong mind and body. Congratulations to Coppola for 2nd spot.
It's also very good to see that Nodder is in the top 7. I mean, it's his first season in Junior Cup, and he's really riding well. I think if next season he can get into the 300 class maybe or something, he can be a top competitor. And Byron Bester in the top 10 just beyond Gracia is very good. I feel bad for Gracia because he was up there and he could have had maybe a podium or a win, but there's definitely a technical issue there.
Yes, we see on the screen Mika Perez, champion, European champion. He was always in the podium except for the Magny Kurz race this season. So out of 8 races, he was 7 times on the podium. Actually, 6 times, because he also skipped this podium in JEREZ race 2. So he was second in Aragon, third in Assen, first in Donington, second in Misano, second in Lausitzring, and second yesterday. So 6 out of 8 podium, well deserved. Congratulations, Mika, and a bright future for you. We see the last corner, the fight between Coppola and Chabuk. Chabuk passed Coppola inside in the last corner. Completely different move from yesterday when Paulo Gracia passed Perez outside, and Perez, I spoke to him after the race, he said, I wanted to be very safe, and they seems to be not so friendly. I spoke to Mika yesterday, and then he said that he wanted to be very safe, and he wanted to keep a line which not allowed Gracia to pass inside for a risk of crash. So he wanted to stay so close to the inside to avoid any contact.
Yeah, very important to avoid contact, because good burnout we can see there.
Some screenshot of Mika Perez during the race. He used a lot of mind in this race and in the previous events, always thinking what was the best to do without being influenced by other factors or other situation, emotional situation that can lead, like you guys mentioned before, to mistake, and a small mistake can compromise the whole season. So well done, Mika Perez. How happy he is, and I'm released to see him smiling and satisfied, because he was so serious, so focused the whole season.
And you can see those riders are very, very happy with how things have gone. And congratulations to Mika Perez for this championship. He's worked so hard for it, and the past couple of years haven't gone his way, but as we can see, this year certainly has.
Definitely. Last year, Mika Perez had a lot of issues with his bike, and he was unable to show his skills, his talent. So second time in the UGC, but definitely what his work paid off. His focus, his concentration paid off. We see Coppola in the Parc Fermé. That's Chabuk with Kenan Sofoglu scrolling down the roster. Again, we know the podium. Perez in 4th, Bezedenut in 5th, Laville from France in 6th, Noderer from Germany in 7th, Paula Gracia ended in 8th position. We see Kenan congratulating Coppola. Gracia in 8, Bester in 9, Rudy Pack from Turkey in 10, Richardson from New Zealand, wildcard 11, so first wildcard, Carbonera in 12, Morley 13, Yates from USA 14, Avalon Beadle 15, another point zone for Air. That's the move. First place for Mika. Congratulations.
It's also very good to see Kate Verwey in 22nd position. That's an improvement on yesterday, and it's only his second race in the Junior Cup. No, sorry, third race in the Junior Cup. He came in from the last few rounds to actually replace me in the championship, and he's really, it's his first time on a bigger bike than a 400, I think. So he's really impressing me, and he's riding really well.
Well done for the all wildcards this season. We just saw the Grutola congratulating Mika Perez. Scrolling down for the no point zone, we have Caracostas Dimitri in 16th place, Connor London in 17th place from New Zealand. We have Theo Clerc from Switzerland in 18th place. We have Gofern from Israel in 19, Picciuto from Italy in 20, Charlie Oakland from UK 21, another second position for Charlie. We have in the FIM Europe Women's European Cup. Then we have Vervey, like you said, in 22nd spot. Caracostas, Nico from Greece, 23rd, Erilmaz from Turkey, 24th, Cardenas from Spain, 25th, and Kovalenko in 26th. Then we have Lynch in 27. Nesbitt actually was able to finish the race. She finished in 28th position. What an exciting championship this season. a lot of unpredictable factors. We have had many different winners. We had Chabuk winning, Sumer, which step up to super sport like you guys, Perez winning, we had Gracia, 4 different winners. And how is the step from EGC to super sport?
It is definitely a huge step, should I say. Junior Cup is just as difficult, in my opinion, because the racing is so close and stuff. But in Super Sport, the guys are really, really fast and have very good teams behind them. So they definitely have a lot of experience, and it's really good.
Yeah, it's very hard for people to imagine the step. While European Junior Cup and Super Sport are very far apart in terms of the riding and experience. I mean, sorry, not riding, but some of the competitors aren't as experienced and they're very young. But all of them are so fast, and as well as in Super Sport, we see Kenan Safoglu, who is actually supporting Harun Kabuk. Everyone is so fast in so many classes that a win like this is so hard to get.
Working with riders in preparation, in physical and mental preparation, being this my expertise, how do you feel the difference between a 650 with about 85 horsepower and a 600 with about 130 horsepower? Do you feel a physical difference? Do you feel a different level of stress between this level of competition and the super sport?
At times, words can't describe how hard you have to ride a bike and all the actions you have to feel and what you have to do, all the input you need for a bike to get it to work in that optimum range just to merely qualify. So to actually make your way up the grid is so difficult. It's hard to explain how hard it is.
Very interesting. And I imagine the step will be even bigger in terms of mental strength when you want to face somebody like Kenan Sofoglu, for example. You know, mentally is very difficult to challenge.
It is. And when you see now 5-time world champion, if I believe, when you see him pass you on track, it's while it's very cool and whatnot, it's very intimidating at times because someone so experienced, he's almost been racing for longer than I've been on this planet. So
I believe a lot of riders share this thought with you.
Yes.
So congratulations to Kenan Sofoglu for his 5th Super Sport World title. Congratulations to these 3 young riders, Chabuk from Turkey, Coppola from Italy, and De Gruttola from Italy. And then we just saw Avalon Biddle from New Zealand taking again the first step in the FIM Europe Women's European Cup. She won every race this season. She was the first girl on the finish line for every race. 100% stats for her. Congratulations, Avalon. She got all the points available for the FIM Women's European Cup. Amazing. Well done, Avalon. She will have a lot of trophies. Congratulations to De Gruttola. We just see on the stage Susie Bryce, amazing cooperator of Jerry Bryce, director and organizer of the Wheelsport European Junior Cup. That's Jerry Bryce right there on the podium, giving the prize, the trophy to Alfonso Coppola. And once again, thank you to all the people that supported the European Junior Cup this season, starting from the technical manager Simon, which helped with facilities and parts and making sure everything was satisfied with the tools provided. The mechanics Andres and Sergi, and assistant manager Sol Alvarez. We respect the Turkish anthem. Probably there was a mistake in the song, probably it was another anthem. So just saying thank you very much. Of course, we have to acknowledge the tremendous support of Wheel Sport Management, the Turkish anthem. Congratulations again to these young riders, and I was also acknowledging the tremendous support from Will Sport, Phil and Cheryl London from New Zealand, which allowed a lot of young riders to experience this amazing championship. Also want to thank Doran Loureiron from South Africa and Braden North from Canada for their support today.
Anytime, love to do it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was really an awesome experience to do this.
Well done, and best luck for the next season. I suppose you will have more competitors stepping up from probably this championship or even in the Sport 300. I'm not sure. What's your plan, guys?
We don't know our plan 100% yet. We're still working at it, and hopefully I could still be in this paddock. I would really like for that, but we will see what happens one step at a time.
We see the riders leaving the show once again. Was an amazing experience. A lot of that's Mika Perez, which is going to be celebrated very soon with the shirt celebrating the FIM European Junior Cup champion. Finally, I see happiness in his eyes. He was serious and focused in the last 5 races, and now see the release. I'm sure big party tonight. That's the Spanish crowd celebrating him, and once again there is a mix of emotions in the paddock because we are sad to see this event going, this championship going. That's the crown celebrating the FIM champion. For sure the Super Sport 300 class next season will give us a lot of emotions as well, a lot of interesting opportunities for racing. We will have several manufacturers involved in the championship, so it will be truly interesting to see the new future young champion growing up. From my side, Emanuele D'Artibale, I want to thank all the supporters of and the helpers in the FIM Wheel Sport European Junior Cup. Thank you for providing these young riders an amazing opportunity, and thank you for creating a family environment. Who knows what is going to happen in 2017, but we will be very happy to contribute to this paddock again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following this championship. We will meet again soon next season. Thank you, Braden.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Doran.
Thanks, it was awesome.
Goodbye.